This next section is very simple. It's about hierarchies of objects in Cinema 4D. Once again, our trusty cube. If I want to bring in another object, let's say a sphere, I can just bring it in as is and then make it a child of the cube by simply dragging it underneath the cube. And now if the sphere was to the side and I go back to the cube, because the cube is the parent, when I move this one cube, it's going to move the sphere along with it. And in addition, any tags which I place on the parent object, they will trickle down and also be applied onto the child object. Let's apply the compositing tag. And I'm going to do something here, which is press Alt and R. This is going to bring up what's called the interactive render region, because this is continuously rendering as you are changing different things in the scene. You have a quality slider right there, which you can put all the way up to the top for sort of final best quality, or you can just leave it there if you want faster feedback. So the reason we are using this live preview now is because I want to show you a bit more about hierarchies and how they work. If we go to the compositing tag here and untick scene by camera, you'll see both objects will disappear because of course it does affect the child object. However, if I go to the child object itself and then go to render tags and then compositing, because this new compositing tag by default has scene by camera enabled, it's going to override whatever the parent object is going to do. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You can set it up in a way that the parent object overrides everything from the top down, but you also have more specific control where the child object can also have its own options. And I just made another sphere just to illustrate this. The third sphere, we can turn this off. And now we have very specific control in the way we have set this up. Let's go back to our single cube, and I have disabled the interactive render region by pressing that shortcut again, Alt followed by R. If I select this cube and then hold the Alt key and insert another object, that new object will automatically be a parent of whatever I had selected. And if I press Shift, it's the opposite. That new object will automatically be a child of whatever I had selected. So that's a very basic introduction to how hierarchies work in Cinema 4D. As we continue with the lessons and do bigger projects and so on, you'll be seeing a lot more elaborate setups in how objects are arranged. But before I end this lesson, I just want to quickly introduce you to something called the instance object, and it's something which is going to be used a lot in different projects. So with the cube selected here, I'm going to go to this menu, the subdiv menu, and get this object called the instance. Now I had the cube selected when I did that, so it automatically named this instance cube instance. And when I click this too, in the instance attributes under object, the reference object is our cube. Now, if I click on that instance and move it out here, you see it's a direct copy of our cube, and that's what instance means. It's just a copy. What's great about this particular object is that whatever you do to the original, the copy is going to automatically do the same. So there will be creative uses of this later. But for now, I just wanted to introduce this very useful tool to you.